I watched Colton grow from a boy to a man during this illness. Words spoken at Colton Hanson's funeral last month. Hanson, just 21 years old, died from complications after a bone marrow transplant. But what the former Dietrich athlete taught us all, that no matter the strife, a positive attitude is always worth having. Football is a game of inches, defined by plays. Life is a game of choices, defined by moments. Colton Hanson had the choice his senior year to not play football at Dietrich High School while on chemotherapy.
He never slowed down on the football field. He did wonderful. He didn't miss a practice. He didn't miss a game. He might have missed 2 practices because of bone marrow aspirates.
He didn't have to go fishing or cater to his nieces and nephews during his final years. But that's not who Colton was.
On the dairy, the guys used to ask, like, how can somebody that looks so sick work so hard? Because he'd just outwork everybody. Even when he was sick in bed, he was buying stuff to go fishing. He never looked down on his trials at all.
Tyrell was Colton's bone marrow donor.
It was never a for sure thing. It was always just something to help along. His diagnosis was pretty bad originally. It was just an extender of life.
If you had a problem, he would come pretty much rescue you.
Brittany Courtney was Colton's best friend, inseparable since kindergarten.
It was really rough watching him go through it day in and day out, but he always had the positive outlook.
At Christmas, Colton could have laid in bed. After all, he wasn't feeling well. But small moments in life gave him joy.
He went out shopping and he come back and he was so excited because there was a young mother at the store, had 2 little kids, and she didn't even have enough money to buy milk, and so he reached in with his credit card and paid her bill, and that's just who he was.
The last 6 months of Colton's life provided many challenges.
And watching him just get worse and worse every day made it that much harder. Knowing that he was going to be better off, not in pain anymore, made it a little bit easier.
We talked about quantity of life versus quality of life and what was important. Colton was always very worried about everybody else, not what he had to go through, but what we would have to face.
Colton took his final breath on May 3rd, surrounded by family. But even in death, he still left his impact on anyone who knew him.
We had 5 staff members from the Huntsman come, and that just showed me how much love they had for us and how much we touched their lives. The other thing that stood out was how touched his teammates were and how they all just came in and crumbled in my arms. When they all came in their football uniforms, it just touched my mama heart.
A cancer diagnosis did not define Colton Hanson.
If you work hard, you'll be able to do whatever you want. It's worth it in the end.
And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
And if you would like to honor Colton's legacy, you can donate to the basketball and football teams at Dietrich High School. We'll be right back after this.